All right. So good morning, guys. So I hope my screen is visible and everyone is able to see my screen and my video is turned on right now. Okay. Good morning, guys. So this session, I was planning to conduct this session from almost everyone is comfortable with Telugu kada. Hari.
Yeah, fine and no issues.
ఓకే. ఓకే. సో ఈ ట్రైనింగ్ సెషన్స్ ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో తీసుకొని నాకు ఇంగ్లీష్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో ఐ వాస్ ప్లానింగ్ టు కండక్ట్ దిస్ సెషన్ ఫ్రమ్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
సో బేసికల్లీ ఇది అన్‌లిస్టెడ్ షేర్స్ గురించి. So maybe I will continue in English, guys. Okay, I will continue in English because I have wider reach through my YouTube channel. So I want to have a wider reach. Okay. So this session is about unlisted shares, and this is just a knowledge sharing session. So this is not a, I'll first display my disclaimer. So that equity investments are subject to market risks, and all the views expressed here are personal, only for educational purposes. And I am a non-SEBI registered, investor. And past performance not an indicator of future growth. And one more important disclaimer is unlisted shares can't be sold on the listing day. So just for your information, of course, most of you may be knowing this, but unlisted shares, but I have to explain that because unlisted shares can be sold on the listing day. So listing day, it will have a froth, market froth, or there will be a big, I see someone joined. Okay, Sham. Is it Sham? Sham,
Yeah,
I think
that's
Sham, please join with, please, please rename, I think you joined with my
right.
display now.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So unlisted shares can't be sold on listing day. So they will come with 6 months of lock-in period. Okay. So if anyone is, investing to sell on listing day, no, that's not possible. So that is one important info that, these unlisted investors should know. Okay. So having said that, so this is the agenda for today's session. So I'm going to explain what is meant by unlisted shares and how many companies are there under unlisted shares. There are around 150 plus companies, right? And short, things that can be explained in short, I had given here. And what are the different platforms to buy unlisted shares? So there is Incred. One platform is Incred, and apart from this is only one of the platform. So apart from that, you have a lot of Ind Money. There are a lot of other platforms. So popular ones are Incred, and you can also buy from individual dealers or investors like me. Okay, right? Individual dealers, So I am a dealer in unlisted shares, as I mentioned here. So I took dealership in unlisted shares, and we are dealing this from the past 6 months. Okay, so there are different platforms to buy unlisted shares, not just myself. So, and these are the different platforms: Incred, Precise, and individual dealers are investors. And then, right now, what is the trending share in unlisted shares is NSE and NSDL. By the time I prepared this PPT, it is only NSE. However, right now NSDL is also trending now. Okay, right? And but don't don't put all your money now at this moment, because they appreciated over 50% in the last 1 month. Okay, we'll go into those details. We'll discuss those details. Okay, and then can we sell off listing day? No. Important info to know, right? And what is the liquidity in unlisted shares? So means how soon can we encash them, or how soon can we sell off them, right? And what are the channels to buy and sell? So I'll go to once I go to that slide, we'll discuss that. And what are the tax implications for short term as well as long term? So this would be the agenda and Q&A. Finally, we'll have a Q&A session. Okay. Now, I will once again display the disclaimer. So because, we have some more participants. Okay. So I had already read it out. So please go through that. And now I'll go to the next slide, guys. So these are the different platforms to buy unlisted shares. Okay. First of all, let me explain what is unlisted share. So before any company comes into the market to tap the capital markets, so they will sell it to private equity investors and various other sources, right? So Avi, those unlisted shares, unlisted means which are not listed in the share market, right? Which are not listed on either BSE or NSE, right? So now we are dealing with those unlisted shares, and there are different platforms, those are called as unlisted shares. And there are different platforms to buy unlisted shares. I just gave some list over here. You can buy through demat brokers like Motilal Oswal, IIFL. You can contact your relationship manager to buy them. Of course, why I mentioned here is they will be charging some extra fees on the market price. Okay. So I don't have any issue mentioning it here. You got it, guys. So, I know that, they charge. So because, this is my experience. Last 4 or 5 years before, when I tried to purchase some unlisted shares through my demat broker or IIFL, I am having my account in IIFL. When I contacted them, so they were charging, they are quoting extra than the market price. So that's why I could not buy. I couldn't buy because వాళ్ళ market price కన్నా some 10% ఎక్కువ quote చేస్తున్నారు. So I couldn't buy. That's why I couldn't buy. So I had refrained myself, right? So definitely, your brokers will be charging some extra amount than us. Okay, than individual. So again, dealers also, some people will charge some extra amount than the market price. But however, in our case, I will share the price list, daily price list. We are transparent. I am transparent, and I am sharing the daily price list in my WhatsApp groups. Okay, I'm maintaining some WhatsApp group for these IPOs and all. So, you can, let me quickly show you some screenshots. So every day at 10 a.m. we'll get a price list for that day. Okay, these prices vary daily. So every day we get price list, and we are sharing that, price list, transparently. First thing. Okay. And 1 second. Okay. So we are recording the session, Deepthi. So I'll share it anyways. Okay. In the
That's fine.
WhatsApp group. Yeah. We started a couple of minutes before. Okay. So there are, different channels to buy unlisted shares. You can buy through your demat brokers. So whatever, demat account you are having, you can buy through them. And you can also buy through these financial services group like Incred Money or Precise, right? But, there are some pros and cons of that. So one disadvantage when you buy with Incred Money is, they are quoting high price than the market price. They are clearly quoting higher price than market price. And there are some platforms which take time to transfer shares to your demat account. Okay. So for example, Precise, one of my friend bought in Precise, and it took sometimes 1 week, sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, up to 1 month. Okay. So sometimes what happens is, they will get money from you, and they may return your money after 1 month. And there are some scams also going on. There are a lot of people collecting money and jumping off, right? So please be careful about that. So go through your trusted sources, and go through your trusted sources only when you are investing in, particularly in unlisted shares. Okay. There are a lot of scams going on. There are some horrible stories. So recently I heard that one agent, or one had jumped off with 100 crores money in the name of NSE unlisted shares. He collected 100 crores of money from his circle, and now he is like he's in like in the underground. So yeah. So there are other channels like individual investors. You can, for example, I had invested in NSE, so I can sell it to you. Okay. Or I'm also having a dealership for unlisted shares. So I can have facilitate, buying or selling, buying mostly. Selling, there are some constraints. I'll come to that. So there are some constraints in when you want to sell before listing. So we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. But still, we are facilitating buying and selling. Even if you want to sell, yes, you can do that. But no, we can buy it like in case of any emergency only. Okay. So you can buy or sell unlisted shares through individual investors or through individual dealers like me. And here is my contact number in case you want to place an order at any near future, in any near future. Okay. So any queries, guys, here? I'll take a pause here. Any queries? If you want me to stop recording, I'll stop it. Is my voice not clear? Guys, someone please confirm. I got a chat, Zoom chat saying that voice is not clear. Include this. So I got a Zoom chat saying my voice is not clear. So but others are able to hear it clearly, it seems. So if anyone is facing audio issues or something, please check your internet connection speed with by going to speedtest.net. And over here, this is important. This ping time is important. Ping time is nothing but reaction time. The higher it is, the you will have network latency. You will have latency. Okay. So this ping time should be a single digit or lower double digit. So download and upload speed may be 10 Mbps or 5 Mbps also. That is also fine. But this ping time is important, guys. All right. So please, check and try to switch your internet. Okay, maybe to Wi-Fi or to mobile data, some other mobile data. And any queries on this, guys? Right. So I need to maintain some abstraction in sharing that information. So we'll discuss, how to become a dealer and all. We'll discuss it offline. Okay. Any other queries, please? Okay. So if no other queries, I'll move on to the next slide. Okay. So now, currently these are the top unlisted shares in India. So first comes NSE, obviously, and then we have OYO, and then Tata Capital, Orbis Financial Services, and Metropolitan Stock Exchange. And there are few more currently. NSDL is trending now. So in the past 1 month, NSDL is in trending. So it has appreciated by some, in 15 days, it appreciated by 15%. And now, I had suggested this in my WhatsApp group, almost, like 1 month before. I had suggested NSE and NSDL, and those who were action takers were rewarded very in a handsome way. So, for example, there are some investors who bought from us, Vinod and Rohit and Vinod, Rohit and Pavan and Ravi Kishore, another Pavan, not right. So like I had suggested this NSDL and NSC. NSC I had suggested at 1600 level. Okay, in the month of May. In the first week of May, NSC was at 1600. You can see the chat discussion here. NSE unlisted share on that day was 1725, but actually I had suggested it, like at around 1600 levels. Let me quickly show you that. So if anyone is interested to join this, please join the WhatsApp group, this WhatsApp group. So I'm sharing this price list daily, guys. As you can see here, I'm sharing the price list, whatever I'm getting from my vendor in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So there is no, there are no additional charges that I am charging. So, they give some margin to us and that only 1%. Okay. By the way, so I can disclose this, we get only 1%. 1%, sometimes it is less than 1% also. Okay. So let me quickly show you this NSE, how much NSE has appreciated. Yes. So this is a screenshot of my holding of NSE. I had bought 175 shares in the when was this? This is in April, 18th April. You can see that I had brought 175 shares of NSE in 18th April, and I am also holding HDB Financial Services, very small quantity. That is for my individual investment, for my personal investment. Okay. Yeah. So this is the list of 140 plus companies. And I want to show you NSE, I had brought this at 1600 basically. That 175 shares, I had started buying at 1750 actually. I had started buying NSE at 1750. And then I had averaged at multiple levels. 50 shares Koni, I had averaged at multiple levels. And my average price is 16, somewhere around 1600 to 1700. Okay. I did not buy this 175 at once. So 1750 దగ్గర స్టార్ట్ చేసి I had brought it 1700, 1725, 1650, 1600. 1600 was the least price that I bought. And now NSE price is 2400. I'll show you the current price list. Okay, the recent price list. Okay, so let me quickly show you that. Yeah, so this is the recent price list on, okay, this is on 3rd June. This is the recent price list on 3rd June. I'm zooming in. So this is the current price list of NSE. 2400 is the highest price in the last 1 month. 1600 is the lowest price in the last 1 month. So in 1 month, it has jumped by 50%. So please don't, if anyone is planning to buy NSE, don't buy your full amount. Don't invest your full amount now. Invest only 25% of your target investment. If anyone is looking to buy NSE now, invest only 25% of your targeted investment. Okay. So even NSDL also appreciated by some around 50%. So we'll discuss, yes, in NSDL also invested by 50%. So don't invest, your complete amount also in NSDL. Okay. And coming back to this, yeah. Now, previously, NSE share transfer చేయాలంటే the process used to take 2 to 3 months. Documentation process used to take 2 to 3 months before NSE got a ISIN number. So if you want to buy or sell any shares, like it requires some ISIN number or some documentation. It requires a lot of documentation before, but right from April onwards, that NSE got a ISIN number, and there onwards, share transfer is should not take more than 1 day. Right now, buy or sell of NSE shares is now hassle free and smooth. It should not take more than 1 day. Okay, and who all are the shareholders in NSE? So SBI Group is shareholder. You can see the list of shareholders in NSE. LIC of India. These are all long-term investors mostly. So LIC is a very long-term investor. Similarly, SBI Group and other insurance companies. So there will be not much, there will be not much volatility in the NSE price. Now, you ask me like, then why did it appreciate, or why there is 50% change in the last 1 month is actually last, in April and May, because of the ongoing market correction, NSE came to that dead cheap level. That is the rock bottom price that NSE got, right? So because of Trump and tariff wars, everyone knows the market situation for the last 6 months, right? So because of that bad market conditions, it came down to 1600. But otherwise, before this correction, it used to be trading at 2000. From 2000, it fell down to 1600. So we had sent multiple reminders to our friends in my WhatsApp group and personally also. Some of them were action takers and they invested, and they are rewarded very in a handsome way. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Any queries, guys? Now, is it a right time now to buy? You can buy it, you can start accumulating it, but don't invest your target, full money that you want to invest. Buy only 25% of your target investment. So this is what I am following at least. Okay, I am planning to accumulate more. If I get some more dip, I will be, my target is to accumulate 1,000 shares of NSE. Okay, but I will do it in a staggered manner. So whenever it falls or on dips, okay, if it falls, I will invest it. Otherwise, I will, I may not be investing also. Okay, I may not be reaching my target of 1,000 shares of NSE. Right now, I am holding 200 shares. So my target is to buy 1,000 shares before listing, and NSE and NSDL are will be what we call that multi-baggers over the next 5 to 10 years, because irrespective of the market fall, see whether market increases or see, for example, yesterday, Friday, we got a good news that RBI has cut its repo rate and CRR, right? So by 50 points, all our interest rates are coming down, right? So that is a very excellent news for the Indian share market and market. You can see that yesterday market appreciated by Nifty appreciated by 250 points and Sensex appreciated by 750 points. And this is not the end of the story. So next week also it is going to continue unless until there is some bad news like this Indo-Pak war, or like Trump is talking about some big beautiful bill or something, right? So అలాంటి bad news వస్తే తప్ప next week also our market will be appreciating, right? So don't invest, so it is not, but like the point is whether your market crashes or whether your market appreciates, NSE and BSE will make money. Agree, guys? Whenever there is a buying or selling, NSE and BSE will make money. Okay. I hope everyone is clear on this. We are discussing about NSE unlisted shares. Why I'm explaining this is, some people think that NSE shares ante like they are, regular share market, secondary market anukuntunaru. No, this is regarding unlisted shares of NSE itself, National Stock Exchange itself. Okay, I hope that is clear. So if you want to understand what is the future potential of NSE, I'll quickly show you BSE appreciation graph over the past 1 year or over the past 5 years. So I had took a lot of risk and invested in April and May. You know how market is in April and May. So I took a lot of risk there. I don't know, like 1600 inch. I don't know whether it will fall to 1000 or 1200 or 1500. But I took some risk and calculated risk. Of course, that is calculated risk. And like I'm enjoying that rewards now, right? So if you see the graph of BSC, you can see that I'll go for 5 years, for the last 5 years. So you can see the appreciation of BSC. This is only because more and more investors are opening demat accounts, and more India is going to become third largest economy in the next 5 years, right? You know that you are for those who are following the news, all of you should be aware of that. India is going to become the third largest economy. Right now, it is fourth largest economy in the world. Recently, it crossed Japan's economy and it became fourth largest, right? I hope most of you know that. And that is the reason you got this much appreciation in BSC share in the last 5 years. Now let us see the 1 year graph. So even if you see 1 year graph, BSC has given a lot of paid dividends, 15 rupees dividend in June 2024, and again two dividends here, 14th May 2025 of 5 rupees, and then final dividend of 18 rupees. And then it also gave bonus shares in the ratio of 2:1. So similarly, NSE is also, pays very, very good dividends. So recently NSE announced, 35 rupees dividend. We'll discuss that. So this BSC and NSE, see, any company trading, there are thousands of companies sharing in trading in the market, right? They may or may not perform, but there is no question about, BSC and NSE performance, right? ఏ షేర్ పడినా పెరిగినా సరే దే హ్యావ్ టు బై ఆర్ సెల్ త్రూ ఇన్వెస్టర్స్ షుడ్ buy or sell through NSE and BSE only, either NSE or BSE, right? So there is no way of non-performance in BSE and NSE. Agree, guys? Yes. Only I am speaking. No one is asking questions or no one is speaking. Okay. I'll pause recording. Right. So there is a question from one of the participants. So what are the other companies that are that are trading in this unlisted space, right? So there are around 150 plus companies, and this is the list of those companies. Okay. So, and here you can see, like in this PDF, you can see what is the current market price and what is the minimum quantity that to buy if you want to investment. There is Ask Investment Managers, and I'll read out some popular names: Apollo Fashions International Unlisted Shares, Apollo Green Energy. This is one trending one. So which are they are into like renewable power and solar power generation, right? And apart from that, you have I'll read out some popular ones, and you can see the complete list. Boat is one popular one. Everyone knows this Boat, right? Their products, right? And the CSK, Chennai Super Kings, right? And then you have Capgemini, and then Care Health, which is into health insurance company, health insurance business. Previously, it was Religare Health. And then you have Carrier ACs, Carrier AC company, and then Cochin International Airport. And then you have the Almia Bharat Refractories. No, not so popular. So some popular ones are ESDS. This is one, they are into some data center business, I think. ESDS, they are into software. This is one popular company or trending one. And then you have Finopatech Limited. into financial services, obviously. And then HDB Financial Services, which got a SEBI approval for an IPO. Very soon we are getting that IPO. So this is, this price list is old price list. Sorry, this is old price list. This is on 7th May. Okay. At that time, you can see that it is it was trading at 965. But right now the price is 1250. In 1 month, it appreciated by almost, like for 30 to 40%, right? Okay. And HDFC Securities Limited, but the price of each share is 96.50, and this is the minimum quantity that you want to buy. Okay. If you want to buy directly from the dealer, this is the minimum quantity. But if you want to buy from us, we can sell it even one share also, right? For small investors, right? I can sell it even one share also, but not at this price. Price will be slightly higher, right? So basically, this unlisted shares price, depends on the quantity that you are buying. Okay, that is one important point, I think. So let me mention it here. So price depends on the quantity that you are buying. Buy or sell quantity. Anyone bought NSE or anyone bought any other unlisted shares? Guys, may I know? If you don't have any issue, you can please let us know, so that we will also look into that company. And Incred is also trading in unlisted space. And apart from that, you have popular ones are NSDL and NSE, and till now, Boat is one popular one, well-known one, and HDFC Securities. And there are a few more. This is the complete list. And one more popular one is Metropolitan Stock Exchange, MSCI. And then Mohan Mekin, they are into beverage business, right? So some of you may be knowing that company. Anyone tasted their products, can please let us look. They are into beverages. Okay. And then NCL Holdings, NSDL, NSC, and National Commodity Exchange, OYO. This is one trending one. And Orbis Financial Corporation, this is one more trending one. And PNB Finance and Industries, Otis Elevator, right? Otis is a well-known company, right? Across the world, across the globe. So Otis is one popular unlisted company that is, trading in unlisted space now. And Farm Easy, this is another one popular one. Right now available at 8.5 rupees, 8.5 to 9 rupees. Philips India Limited, Polymatic, they are also into solar business. Polymatic is also into semiconductors. This company is into semiconductors. Reliance General Insurance, but don't go for Reliance Group if it is from Anil Ambani, if it belongs to Anil Ambani. If it is Mukesh Ambani, yes, we can invest in that company. But don't go for any. I don't recommend investing in any Anil Ambani company, right? Because you know the story, you know the history. And studs accessories, which are into helmets and these accessories, bike accessories. Tata Capital is one popular unlisted share. So out of Tea Time is also in unlisted share. Everyone knows Tea Time, right? So right now it is around 40 rupees. And then, yeah, this is the complete list. Okay. And I'll be sharing this list in the Vikram Solar. Vikram Solar is one trending unlisted share. And already SEBI has approved its IPO. I need to check what is the current price of this Vikram Solar. This will not be 400 rupees. Vikram Solar is coming to the market with 1500 crore size. So 1500 crore and the getting allotment is difficult. If the IPO size is up to 5,000, getting allotment is very difficult. If it is 10,000, above 10,000, allotment is easy. You can apply in the IPO. We'll discuss about IPOs also. If you have some time, we will discuss about IPOs as well. But Vikram Solar is coming with 1500 crore IPO. So it's very difficult to get allotment in such IPOs. And NSE IPO, everyone will get allotment in retail quota. You may get allotment in retail quota, by the way. Okay. But we don't know the price. Issue price we don't know at this moment. So, but there are expectations that it will be around 2000 to 2500. This is some NSE financial data. You can see how much its sales increased over a period of last 5 years, right? You can see how much the net sales is increasing over a period of last 5 years. And as I said, right, I'm still preparing this PPT, so I'll compile all this confirmation also. I missed that image actually. I missed that content somehow. So that's why I could not, like actually I last week only I planned it this session, but I had postponed only because of this. But I got net sales numbers, but I did not get the other information. I'll share it. And now how to sell unlisted shares. So you can sell it to individual dealers if they are, willing to buy from you. Okay, if they are willing to buy from you, but you have to do offline transfer. You have to fill in the delivery instruction slip and all. So that is bit time taking, and you can buy through unlisted platforms like Incred or other platforms that I mentioned. Okay, now coming back to this, this unlisted shares. Once we buy those, one query that most of the people are having is, will they be visible in our demat account? మనకు demat account లో కనిపిస్తాయా లేదా ఆ shares? Yes, they will be visible in your demat account. And for that, to show that I took a screenshot of my demat account. So you can see that I am having, like NSE, and this is a screenshot of NSE and HDB Financial Services. These two are unlisted shares, right? Apart from that, these are in secondary market. Capacity is in capacity engineering or something. So that is trading in the secondary market. That is already listed. So వాటితో పాటే మీకు అన్లిస్టెడ్ షేర్స్ కూడా డిమాట్ అకౌంట్ లో కనిపిస్తాయి. బట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్ ఇస్ you will not see the value of that, current value of that, because they are not listed in the market, right? So you will see only face value. Face value ne చూపిస్తాయి unlisted shares మాత్రం face value ne చూపిస్తాయి. Okay, don't get confused on seeing the current market value or last rate. ఇక్కడ జీరో చూపిస్తుంది because they are not listed. Okay, some companies, some brokers will display you face value. I'll show that screenshot also. So I think I had that screenshot shared in the WhatsApp group, right? So some companies, some brokers will be displaying that in the like face value chupiste. Suppose NSE face value is 1 rupee now, so that face value only will be displayed in your demat account. But yes, these whatever you are buying, right, those will be transferred to your demat account on the same day. If you are buying through me, or if you are buying through any reliable sources, you will get shares. You should get shares on the same day of your buying. Okay, it is showing as 0, but I saw that someone asked me recently, and I had clarified it. 1 second. Short. So this is a screenshot of one of my friend who bought 25. But if you see here, LTP means last traded price is being shown as 1 rupee only, and market value is 25 rupees only, because 1 rupee is the face value for NSE. So that is why it till it is listed, it will show face value only. Once it is listed, it will show the current market price. Okay, I hope it is clear. I'll take a pause here. Any other queries, guys? No queries. Okay. So now, NSE and NSTL and HDB Financial Services IPOs are already, approved by SEBI. I am sharing this information, regular information, in my WhatsApp groups. Let me quickly bring up that. 3 IPOs were, approved by SEBI recently. So no point in buying them. ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నానంటే there is no point in buying them because already they appreciated. So the closer they are to the listing date, the higher the value will be. So like don't whatever is already approved, right, don't buy them. So Vikram Solar and NSDL and few are already approved. So don't buy them. So there is no point in buying them because they are already approved, and like already appreciate అయిపోయి ఉంటాయి. Those who are away from listing date, అంటే ఇంకా టైం పట్టేవి మాత్రమే like those are good choice for investing in unlisted shares. Whenever you want to invest in unlisted shares, you should invest in companies which are bit away from listing, at least 6 months to 1 year away from the listing. I hope it is clear. And recently we got one top unlisted shares for investment. This is the recent list, NSE, CSK, and these are basically these are having very good demand. MSCA is one good company to invest now. It is around 8 to 9 rupees, my Metropolitan Stock Exchange of India. So it highest price is 13 rupees and lowest price is 6 rupees. And now it is trading at 8 rupees now. And Parig Financial Services, this is one more important, one more trending company to invest. However, the price is around, each share price is around some 12,000 or something. Sorry, 8,250. This was on 7th May. 7th May. Let me see the latest price. I'll share the latest price if anyone want. So this is one trending share. Parig Financial Services is one trending share. Okay. Now I'll go back to the PPT and we'll quickly wrap up in 10 minutes. We're close to 1 hour. Yeah. So, like again, I want to discuss something about IPOs as well. So most of you are, I know some of you are investing, active investors in IPOs. So this is for those. There are four types of IPO investors: retail individual investors. So who invest up to 15,000 per application, and then NIAs or HNIs. So for HNIs, minimum investment is 2 lakhs, right? 2 lakhs and above. These are called as HNIs. And then you have QIBs. I don't know what is the minimum investment for them because we don't fall into that bracket. Anyways, that information, we don't require that information. And then anchor investors. These are four types of IPO investors. And why I'm explaining this is if you want, if you want to invest in IPOs, I'm running one IPO WhatsApp group for IPOs from the past 10 years. This WhatsApp group is there from the past 10 years, but only close friends only, like close friends only were in that WhatsApp group, and mostly my relatives and close friends. So we are sharing information regarding the IPOs in this WhatsApp group, and then this is WhatsApp group for unlisted shares, unlisted space. So if anyone want to, if anyone want to invest, please send me. We can connect offline, but I need please share that information. Some people are just joining the WhatsApp group and they are not sharing information. They are not giving any information. So we are excluding them. We are excluding them because we want someone who can participate, who can actively participate in the discussions and who can share their knowledge also. Okay. So I can't allow passive participants. Only active participants will be added to the WhatsApp group. We want them also to share their information and what they are investing and if they are making any money, right? So and and last one is what are the tax implications? So whatever tax applicable for both short term capital gains, the regular STCG and LTCG, those will be applicable for unlisted shares as well, right? I hope you know what is a short term and what is long term here, from this tax perspective, right? So you can see that over here, long term means holding period more than 12 months. That is categorized as long term, and below 1 year is categorized as short term. As you can see here, if your holding period is less than 1 year, that is called as short term. And for short term, you need to pay like 20% tax, irrespective of the tax slab, right? And in case of any capital gains, in case of capital loss, you can set off that against LTCG, STCG for 8 years. So this is regarding STCG, short-term capital gains. Okay. And regarding long-term capital gains, holding period is more than 1 year. If the holding period is more than 1 year, that is considered as long-term. And applicable gains on the taxes on the gains are 12.5%, as you know, after 1.25 lakh exemption, right? And if there is any loss, that can be set off against LTCG for 8 years. In case of any losses, you can set off against the gains. So that is what that is what it means, set off against LTCG for 8 years means, right? And we will not discuss regarding this intraday trading because I don't recommend it, or So I also burned my fingers in intraday trading like 5 to 10 years before, not now. So I have, after that I never touched that trading. So I'm a long term investor, so I'm into only long term investing, so I don't do futures and options. And again, finally, let me display the disclaimer. So these views are personal only for educational purpose only, not to be considered as an investment recommendation. I'm not a SEBI registered analyst or SEBI registered, analyst. And past performance is not an indicator of future growth. And equity investments are subject to market risk. So please assess your risk taking capability and invest accordingly. Okay. So any queries, guys, before we close today's session, or did I miss something? So we can discuss it now. If you have any queries or if I missed something regarding this unlisted shares, we can discuss now. Okay. NSE. So we know this one of my client. We know this one of my client, guys. So and this is the information shared by him. So this is the NSE dividend history. So you can see that it has a very good dividend history. So financial year 21-22, it has declared 42 rupees dividend. And in financial year 22 to 23, it has declared 80 rupees dividend and 90 rupees in 23-24. And 24-25, it had already declared 35 rupees as a dividend. This was announced on 6th May 20. We did not receive it yet because record date is not fixed for this. But thing, conclusion from this is like it is paying very good dividends of at least 80 to 90 rupees from the past 2 years. And the amount of dividend is increasing year by year. Okay. And also it has issued some bonus shares recently. Bonus shares and split it was split into from 10 rupees face value to 1 rupee currently. So we'll have the returns calculation in the next presentation, next session. I'll show you the returns calculation over the period of 4-5 years, the last 4-5 years. And these are the top unlisted shares for investment at this moment, right? So NSE, if you are investing in NSE, like invest only 25 to 50% now, because it already appreciated from 2000 to 2400. Actually 2000 తీసుకోవాలి as a benchmark, because before this correction it used to be trading at 1900 to 2000. So 2000 నుంచి 2400 లో ట్రేడ్ అవుతుంది present. So it is 20% appreciation. So if you want to invest in NSE, invest only 25 to 50% of your desired investment currently. After that, Chennai Super Kings, and then I am interested, or I am interested in this MSCI, Metropolitan Stock Exchange of India, and Parag Parikh Financial Services, and Sterlite Power is also one recommended one. That I want to invest. Okay. So with this, I will close the session here, guys. If you don't have any queries, if you will close the session here.
Thank
So
you,
we are
Pavan.
planning to conduct this every month, guys. So to give you updates on the trending shares in unlisted space, there are around 150 plus companies, and please follow our WhatsApp group if you want to get updates in between, right? And also, like if anyone is actively investing in IPOs, so, you can join this WhatsApp group, provided you are ready to contribute. You are also ready to contribute and share your information. Okay. Yeah, we are sharing a lot of, we have a lot of active participants in this WhatsApp group. You can see that, there are a lot of people are contributing, and we are having active contributors are, over here. Okay. So with this, I will close the session here, guys, for today. Okay. Any queries, guys, before we close the session?
No, thank you, Paul.
Okay. All right then. Thank you and have a nice rest of the weekend. Yeah. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining, and have a nice rest of the weekend. So see you in the next session. I missed it. Okay. See you in the next session, guys.